Welcome to ASEAN MedTech Insights by Chen-Global. This week, a significant development emerged from Malaysia that has the industry talking. On April 15, 2026, Malaysia's Medical Device Authority, or MDA, announced a new fast-track registration pathway. This pathway is for Class B and C medical devices that have already secured approval from Singapore's Health Sciences Authority, the HSA. On the surface, this looks like a massive step towards the dream of ASEAN regulatory harmonization. The promise is a dramatic reduction in approval timelines from over a year down to just 6 months. However, the initial excitement is now being met with a dose of reality as companies dig into the fine print. The core challenge is that this is not a simple rubber stamp process. While the HSA approval provides a strong foundation, the NDA has maintained a specific set of local requirements that are creating unexpected hurdles. For instance, the labeling requirements, instructions for use, and even some aspects of the technical documentation must be adapted to Malaysian standards, which have subtle but critical differences from Singapore's. A prime example of this challenge comes from a mid-sized German IVD manufacturer. They recently launched a new diagnostic kit in Singapore and were eager to leverage the new Malaysian fast-track system. They submitted their HSA-approved dossier, expecting a smooth process. However, their submission was rejected within weeks. The reason was a failure to provide sufficient local clinical data to justify the product's performance on the Malaysian population, a requirement that was not explicitly highlighted in the initial fast-track announcement. This oversight has now forced them back into a lengthy data collection and submission process, completely negating the benefits of the supposed fast-track. This case perfectly illustrates the fragmented reality of the ASEAN market. While the headlines promise harmonization, the on-the-ground reality is a patchwork of national regulations. Each country's authority, from Thailand's FDA to Vietnam's DMEC, has its own unique interpretations and local requirements. Companies that adopt a one-size-fits-all ASEAN strategy often face significant delays and costs. The key takeaway is that true market access requires deep, localized expertise. Understanding the nuances of each country's specific requirements, beyond the shared guidelines, remains the most critical factor for success. The dream of a single ASEAN medical device market is getting closer, but for now, it is a landscape that must be navigated with precision and local knowledge. For expert guidance on navigating the complexities of ASEAN market access, you can email us or visit our website. Contact Chen-Global at info@cheglobal.com or visit us at https://cheglobal.com.